Any questions on that? We're going to have another exercise, so you can answer that.
I think there's a question there.
Yeah.
Sorry, what is the blue element associated
The
with?
blue one is and these do not necessarily correspond with these cards. Okay. This is a different system. I love systems. I love learning different models. You pass that out. We're going to have you fill this stress survey out. Good, thank you. So at the top of the stress survey, so blue. Blue is associated with various things. Like in Chinese medicine, all of reality, they try to fit into, just like we do. Like any culture wants to fit reality into boxes. There is too much information in the world to have it all come in and actually be able to cope with it. I think that's, an aspect of insanity. When everything's coming in and you're trying to deal with it all. So we've learned, education's part of that, our development, is to gradually filter out stuff. Our brain says, okay, that's irrelevant, let's just focus on this. So in Chinese medicine, yin and yang, everything can be put into yin and yang categories. It can also be put into 5-element categories. So each season is associated with one of the elements. So this is winter. The organs associated with this is the water element. Water's blue, like if you look at the ocean. Unless it's a really dirty place of the ocean. So it's water's blue. It's the bladder and the kidney, which is associated with water. Fear. You're really scared. You've got to have this groaning sound all the time. Fear. Anxiety. People actually, if you listen to someone when they're scared, they kind of withdraw. Listen to voices. Just pay attention to that. It's actually quite illustrative. And you will become so much better communicator with your friends and family by actually listening to the subtle differences. We all do it anyway. The information's there, our brain kind of does it. It's actually being kind of conscious of what's going on and interpreting it in a way that can be helpful. So that is bladder and kidney. And fear. Or lack of fear. Like someone who's always taking risks all the time, that's the flip side. Someone who this is really out of balance. Because sometimes you probably should have some fear. You should have sort of a balance in risk-taking, not. Like college students, this is big time. Forget it's risk-taking. Right? That's something. So let's fill out this. Now, so at the top, the name and all this information, we are going to have a raffle. And if you want to win a half-hour free massage from a really great massage person we have at our office, then you're going to have to fill this out completely. And if you want to be on our mailing list, and we won't send you junk, but on our mailing list of upcoming talks on health issues, then also be sure that that's filled out completely. So, how are we doing? So if you, in this first section, check off if you have had any of these symptoms in the last 6 months. Headaches or tension, fatigue or tiredness, pain anywhere in the body, digestive disturbance, difficulty breathing, irritability. Irritability, if it's all the time, that's a liver sign, the wood element. Low back pain, kidney, bladder, typically, not always. Could be the large intestine. Neck pain, wrist, hand pain. So go through there and check those, all the ones that apply to you. And then, once you finish that, which of the above bothers you the most? Please write that into that slot. And then, how long have you been bothered by this condition? And this, I'm not going to share this with anyone else. So, it's all private. You don't have to fill it out. I know some people are sitting there not going to fill it out. But that's okay. You done already? Wow, you're fast. Sorry. I didn't mean to criticize you. I totally misinterpreted what you were doing. What's your name?
Lily. Lily.
What, Lily?
Lazy Lily.
Lazy Lily. Totally the opposite. Look at that. She's already finished with it. She's not lazy at all. She's, what's really good? Yeah, like something really fast. Like, good power. So next, does that particular symptom that you wrote in on that line, does it cause you to be moody or irritable? Does it interrupt your sleep or restrict your daily activities? Or perhaps it may affect your work. This could be your studies instead of work, or your work. Maybe alters decision making. The liver and the gallbladder are associated with decision making and planning. You think people who are drunk sometimes have difficulty making a decision, a good decision, or planning things out? Absolutely. Okay. So when you're finished with that part, in the second section, how many of you checked off at least one box? Raise your hands. Raise it up high as if you were speaking 10 feet out. So, thank you. Great. And so these are various symptoms, and the first 7 symptoms, as well as the ones that Esther mentioned in her introduction of me, are actually the 7 major symptoms of stress. They include headaches, fatigue, tension or pain in the neck, shoulders, or back, loss of sleep, irritability, mood swings and or hormone problems, digestive troubles and allergies and sinus problems. So if you checked off any of those first ones on that stress survey, they actually may be indicating that stress is influencing your body in a negative way, actually your body. You still have time for you to cheat on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to collect these. And Esther is going to talk a little bit about how we view, you're not quite finished, it's okay. How we view the body, how the body functions as far as Chinese medicine goes, with respect to certain terms. Again, there's words like qi and blood, which we talk about. Thank you.